Good morning, all. So, this is a continuous series on our essay writing where I had discussion with you where I told you that how to write an amazing essay. Now, to write an amazing essay, you need to have a great imagination. To have a great imagination, you need to be creative. So let's see from Brain Pop how Mob and Tommy talks about and what they say for having a imagination. Let's go through the video and do the required work.
What's up? Oh, I don't know. Use your imagination. Oh, huh. Dear Tim and Moby, what's imagination? People tell me to use it, but how can I use it if I don't know what it is? Sincerely yours, Kenny.
Okay, most of the time when your teacher is teaching you in the class, she wants you to imagine. इमेजिन मतलब क्या सोचो. तो अगर आप देखोगे तो टिम और मॉबी के पास एक लेटर आया है जिसमें कैनी पूछ रहा है कि इमेजिनेशन क्या होती है. हम इमेजिनेशन कैसे करेंगे जब तक हमको पता नहीं होगा. सो फॉर यू ऑल दोज हु आर नॉट इक्विप्ड टू अंडरस्टैंड व्हाट इमेजिनेशन इज, here we go. See the video and find out what imagination is, and then we will apply that in our life, in our writing. So let's move on.
Imagination is pretty cool. It's the process of thinking up ideas or images. It makes sense. The word imagination comes from the Latin word for mental image.
So what they are saying is imagination वो होता है जो आप सोचते हो. आपकी मेंटल इमेज, आपके दिमाग में कुछ चल रहा है, आप उसको देख रहे हो, रियलिटी में वो नहीं है, वो बैकग्राउंड में है, आपके दिमाग में है, आपके थॉट्स में है. सो व्हेन यू आर राइटिंग समथिंग, आपके दिमाग में आपकी टीचर बोलती है दिवाली पे ऐसे लिखो, तो दिवाली पे ऐसे या तो हो चुका होता है और वो आप लिख रहे होते हो, या टीचर आपको पूछती है कि आप फ्यूचर में क्या बनना चाहते हो, उस पर लिखो. तो फ्यूचर में तो आपको पता ही नहीं आप क्या बनोगे, बट देन यू इमेजिन कि अगर मैं पायलट बनता हूँ तो मुझे ये काम करना पड़ेगा, अगर मैं डॉक्टर बनता हूँ तो मुझे ये काम पड़ेगा. सो हेयर ऑल इज योर इमेजिनेशन. लेट्स मूव फॉरवर्ड.
You can think of imagination as being the opposite of perception. That's when your brain takes input from your five senses to form a picture of the world around you. In other words, perception is how you understand reality. Let's say you have an apple in your hand. It's real, right? Your brain perceives the way it feels, the way it smells, even the way it tastes. Later on, you might remember how the apple felt or tasted, even though it's long gone. Your memories are a form of passive imagination because they're made up of events and sensations you actually experienced in the past.
नाउ ही इज सेइंग कि इमेजिनेशन का उल्टा होता है और वो होता है परसेप्शन. परसेप्शन क्या होता है? जो रियलिटी में होता है. एक एप्पल आपके पास है, आप वो एप्पल खा सकते हो, उसका टेस्ट महसूस कर सकते हो, दैट इज योर परसेप्शन. एप्पल का परसेप्शन है. और एप्पल को आप अपनी मेमोरी पे भी रख सकते हो. मैंने कल एप्पल खाया था, उसका टेस्ट ऐसा था. नाउ मेमोरी मेक्स कम्स आउट फ्रॉम पैसिव इमेजिनेशन. पैसिव इमेजिनेशन क्या? जो आपने होते हुए देख लिया, आपके साथ जो हुआ.
Past. But like if I came up with a totally new kind of fruit, one that I'd never eaten or even seen, yep, that's active imagination. You probably use your active imagination when you daydream. Hey, that's private. But imagination isn't just a way to pass time in class. It's a vital part of the artistic process. Take painters. Some painters create canvases that look pretty lifelike, but they use their imagination to transform reality into art. Others paint wild landscapes that well, you're probably never going to see. Well, sure, even that's composed of things we've seen somewhere before. like a watch or a tree. But the artist's imagination transformed them into something new and original idea, whether it's a unique way to frost a cake or a new kind of business plan, begins in the imagination.
So whatever you do in life, that comes from your imagination. Abhi lockdown hai, everybody is at home, everybody is deciding something, they are making something, imagine कर रहे हैं नए नए ideas, नई नई चीजें घर में try कर रहे हैं, केक में नई नई चीजें डाल रहे हैं. तो this is their imagination, they are making something new. Now the new business idea which comes up, it comes through your imagination. You have to think different, you have to imagine something which is not real, and then you have to put it in execution.
Inventors use their imaginations to come up with ideas for new devices. Even scientists use it, developing hypotheses to explain natural processes. There are lots of theories for why we have imaginations. Psychologists and philosophers think it helps people experience empathy for one another. Empathy is when you put yourself in someone else's place, imagining what they may be thinking or feeling. And since imagination allows us to picture reality in our minds, it's really good for problem solving too. Evolutionary scientists think that our ability to solve problems creatively was vital to the success of our species. Of course you have an imagination. I mean, I think you do. Like that time you carved a whale call out of a bowling pin. That was really creative. Hey, you're right. Wow, here they come. Ooh, look, they're getting out of the water.
So I'm having some trouble with my.
I didn't know whales could do that. Whoa, or ride motorcycles for that matter. Huh. Oh, they all have little bugles. Okay, so yeah. Imagination. It's pretty neat.
Okay, so here I go. So we have completely seen a video which talks about imagination. Now it is very useful. Imagination is useful when you are actually doing something, when you are actually taking some time doing making a project, when your teacher gives you to make a video, when a teacher gives you to make a PPT, any slide. So at that moment of time, you are making something new. At that time, it all comes up. How are you doing that? So whenever you are making a project, whenever you are writing an essay, आप कोई पैराग्राफ लिखते हो, आप कोई स्टोरी लिखते हो, आप कोई लेटर लिखते हो, all that comes through your imagination. So I would like to invite you all to think and write. Now I want all of you to imagine that what are you going to be in future. आप क्या बनोगे और उसके ऊपर आप 50 words लिखिए and send it in your class. Now, before we close the session, I have a question in front of you. So, how is imagination different from perception? So, let's see that. Perception is how you think of reality, imagination is how you think of what might be. Perception occurs when you are asleep, imagination occurs when you are awake. Perception is always a passive process, imagination is always an active process. Perception is a form of critical thinking, imagination is a form of abstract thinking. So I think A is the answer. What you can infer about artist Salvador Dali from the information presented in the movie. So here we saw a picture in which there were clocks, watches around the landscape. His painting had no relationship to reality. Mhm. He had problems properly perceiving the world around him. No. He relied exclusively on imagination without input from his senses. No. His painting combines realistic element with imaginative elements. So I think I'll take D. Yes, I got the right answer. Without the power of imagination, our lives would be a lot more monotonous. In previous sentence, what is the best synonym for monotonous? So हमारी लाइफ बिना इमेजिनेशन के बहुत डल हो जाएगी. So I'll take the word dull. Which of the following is a form of passive imagination? Reading a story, imagining being a volunteer, imagining winning an Academy Award, memorizing the periodic table of elements. आई थिंक पैसिव इमेजिनेशन होता है जब हमने अपनी मेमोरी में कुछ डाला हो और उसको याद कर रहे हैं. सो आई थिंक आई विल टेक बी, रिमेम्बरिंग अ वेकेशन. And let's take 5. Question 5 says, what might have happened if the earliest human had not been able to use their imaginations? तो अगर पहले ज़माने में आपने देखा हो, हम एक सीन देख रहे थे जहाँ पे अर्ली मैन थे और बीच में एक खाई थी और एक एलिफेंट, एक एनिमल आ रहा था तो एनिमल नीचे गिर गया. तो क्वेश्चन पूछ रहे हैं कि अगर हमारे पुराने ज़माने में लोगों ने इमेजिनेशन नहीं की होती तो कैसा होता. They would have not have been known to hunt small animals. They would have not been defense against deadly disease. They would not have been able to solve their problems creatively. They probably would have fallen asleep. I think I'll take C. So, which of the following is an opinion about imagination? Empathy for others. It is more valuable to human than sensory perception. It is used by business people and scientists as well as artists. It is involved with process of daydreaming. I think many philosophers believe it helps us feel empathy for others. Which of the following is an opinion about imagination? Imagination के बारे में opinion है. It is used by business people and scientists as well as artists. I think this. Okay, no. Philosophers believe for empathy? No. See, I'm getting a wrong answer. It is involved with the process of daydreaming. It is more valuable to humans than sensory perception. Okay. Which of the following is example of empathy? Empathetic कब होते हो आप? Competing against another student for the top grade in your class? No. Drawing another student in art class? No. Learning a song written by another student in music class? No. Consoling another student when she gets a bad grade on a test? तो जब कोई खराब काम करता है और उसको नंबर अच्छे नहीं मिलते हैं तो उसके साथ आप बात करते हो, दैट इज एम्पैथी. 3 more questions to go. In early 50s, scientists James Watson and Francis Crick discovered structure of DNA. How might imagination have helped them? तो जब डीएनए बना तो डीएनए को जेम्स वॉटसन का डीएनए को फाइंड आउट करने के लिए इमेजिनेशन ने क्या रोल प्ले किया होगा? It allowed them to run tests to determine DNA chemical structure? No. It allowed them to envision the unique double helix structure of DNA? No. It allowed them to examine cells under a microscope? It allowed them to realize that certain traits were inherited from people's parents. How might imagination have helped them? कौन सी चीज का इमेजिनेशन ने उनको हेल्प किया होगा? What do you say? C or D? It allowed them to realize that certain traits were inherited from people's parents. It allowed them to examine cells under microscope. No. No. Okay, they envision. Double structure को उन्होंने imagine किया. Which of the following is an example of active imagination? Active imagination क्या होती है? Following a recipe to bake a cake? No, वो तो पढ़ के कर रहे हो. Using tracing paper to copy a picture from a book? No, ये भी आप देख के कर रहे हो. Daydreaming about being a medieval knight or remembering a TV show you watched last night? तो आई थिंक डे ड्रीमिंग इज द आंसर. जब आप डे ड्रीम करते हो, आप इमेजिन करते हो. Okay, last question. Imagination can help you. A. Pass a maths test? No, it cannot help. Figure out the difference between perception and reality. Translate the ideas into your head into something real. I will take C. Yes. So that's what all about imagination. So we have got two wrong. So we got 8 out of 10. Not a bad score, by the way. So let's go and see the vocabulary we have generated for ourselves with this chapter, which we are going to use next time. So my vocabulary has gone to next level with this episode of imagination. So I have learned around 8 new words. So my new words are coming on the way, and thank you for all for participating. Now, my new word is imagination. And I want all of you to write the definition in the sentence for it. So, my new words are imagination, memory, active imagination, empathy, passive imagination, and perception. So it is all there. These words are there with me now. Thank you all for watching the video. Now I would request all the students who are watching now to translate what they are thinking, and what they are thinking, perceiving in their thought is going to be their reality in future, and that becomes the imagination. So all of you have to imagine one thing, which is the homework, that how are you going to apply this in your life. So please write 50 words on what are you going to be in future. Thank you very much. God bless. Take care.